Each of India's Brahmos missiles cost Rs 1 crore. Due to this high price, the Indian Army could not collect enough Brahmos. On the other hand, China has announced that the Brahmos supersonic cruise missiles are much better but at a much cheaper price. That is why the Indian Army and the Air Force have suggested reducing the price of Brahmos. This high-value India and Russia jointly launched missile has blocked the way for domestic use and export. Armed Forces sources said the Brahmos missile cost Rs 1 crore each. Due to this high price, the Indian Army is unable to collect enough Brahmos. Sources said the price of Brahmos has increased every year considering inflation every year. Brahmos Aerospace should focus on reducing prices greatly. Otherwise, they will not be able to create markets at home and abroad. Due to high prices, the Army is no longer interested in investing behind the Brahmos, sources said. Meanwhile, a government company in China has announced that they have developed a new supersonic missile that is more advanced like the Brahmos. Guangdong Honda Blasting Company manufactures this missile called HD-1. The company hinted that the missile could be delivered to Pakistan. Chinese officials told the media that Brahmos is very expensive and low cost. Beijing-based military analyst Wei Dongjia said that because of the solid-fuel ramjet, the HD-7 requires less fuel. As a result, it will be lighter than competitors, and will be able to hit faster and farther away. On the other hand, in Brahmos, Russia-India jointly developed liquid fuel-powered ramjet engine, which has a relatively high operating cost. India's fastest cruise missile is now in the hands of Indian Armed Forces. The Brahmos, a joint venture between India and Russia, are considering the speed of this cruise missile with NATO forces. At such a momentous speed, the Brahmos, the radar that rushes to the target, finds it difficult to intercept the Brahmos. The U.S. cruise missile, which has been set on fire on the battlefields of Iraq and Afghanistan, has also dropped the Tomahawk missile at speeds far behind. An organization called the Missile Technology Control Regime, MTCR, was created in the 5th. At the time, missile technology was at the forefront of the world, with all the countries that formed the organization. The organization was born to prevent missile technology from spreading to different countries. Although India started making missiles at that time, not much progress has been made. So India is not allowed to be a member of the MTCR. But over the past decade and a half, India has grown so rapidly in missile technology that India has surpassed many of the MTCR member states. New Delhi's arsenal has so many missiles and their properties are so devastating that it is difficult for any country other than the United States, China, Russia to come up with many of the Indian missiles. The Brahmos of India but also the United States and China. Of all the cruise missiles on Earth, Brahmos is the fastest. The American cruise missile Tomahawk once earned the honor of the entire world. The Tomahawk cruise missile was one of the most trusted U.S. forces in all the battlefields, the U.S. invasion of Iraq against Saddam, or the fight to overthrow the Taliban in Afghanistan.